Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to another perfectly normal game of Northgard. Wait a minute, this doesn't look right. I mean, these are little Viking dudes. And that's our adorable raven. I guess this is a little bit different. This is the Northgard board game. I just thought this would be a cool thing to tack on to the end of the series because this exists. I should probably have done a little bit of research and figured out if you can purchase this yet. I know that the Kickstarter was a while ago. Maybe you can buy this, or maybe you can just wait for it with great excitement. I am here today playing with Mike. Say hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
That went exactly as I thought it was going to. My friend Mike, who has been on the channel before. What is your familiarity with the Northgard video game, which all of our viewers are now experts in, having just watched me play it a ton, is zero, right? You've never...
Seen the videos on the Steam store page. That's about where I'm at.
Are you telling me live in front of literally fives of people that you don't watch every hour of my scintillating content? Is that what's happening right now?
I have missed some. It is true.
I'm shattered by this. So we've gotten through initial setup and we kind of sort of know how to play. We did not play like a learning game. You're going to be watching our learning game basically. So forgive us on that, and also the clumsiness of the Tabletopia interface. We're using Tabletopia for this because they do have a Northgard module, but neither one of us has done much Tabletopia before, so there may be a little bit of clumsiness here as we figure out how to move things around smoothly. Did we lock all the terrain? Okay, it looks like all the terrain tiles are locked. Good. The most obvious screw up is already dealt with. So this is a turn-based game that, in my opinion, just from reading the rules a little bit here, hews pretty close to what you do in Northgard. We're going to be expanding and trying to collect resources, and the game is all about either building large, impressive buildings. We can win the game by having 3 territories that contain at least 1 large building, or by simply making it to the end of year 7 and having the most fame at that time. You can see here, if you're at this point because you watched the series, you're familiar with the resource symbols and stuff. There's some food, there's some lore on this map. Mike is playing the yellow clan of the goat, and we over here are the red clan of the raven. So we mostly have access to the same cards, and you'll see what these action symbols mean as we play them. But we do have a couple of clan-specific cards. Like our clan is especially good at exploring and earning resources from newly explored tiles, while Mike is food stuff?
I can build instead of getting food, basically.
And whenever the goat clan builds, they collect 1 food for a small building or 2 food for a large building. Okay. You gotta remember these clan powers. They're in a separate document that is not visible on the table, so I'll do my best here. And whenever I close territory, I collect the resources displayed on the territory. Cool. Okay, so I'm first. The way this game works is we're going to take a series of actions here. We're going to go back and forth, taking 1 action each. And the actions are represented by these cards. Each card in my hand has an action symbol. And basically, we're going to take as many actions as we have cards in hand. And that's how the game works. I'm going to open up with my... We started with a little bit of food and wood. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build. Here's my active play area. I'm playing this build card. I would love to build a small building in a region that I own. Perhaps this one. So you can see there are building slots on the terrain. They are these little squares. The squares support small buildings. The large buildings are not actually much larger, but they do have a sort of a different shape. They have these cut off corners. And for the moment, I'm just going to grab more food. During winter, we're going to have to pay resources for our units. And if we can't pay, the costs are dire. So I want to make sure I'm going to be okay here. It feels like 2 food is a lot, though. 2 food covers 9 bodies. You know what I'm going to build? I'm going to build a defensive tower. Here's what I'm doing. Let's put down a defensive tower, and I'm going to put it down in this tile, in this food area. I'm going to defend my lake from your predation. Let's lock that in place. So building a small building costs 1 wood. Building a large building costs 3, I think, under normal circumstances. And that's it. All this card is single build. So I'm good. That was my turn. Hey, Mike, what is your sneaky, untrustworthy goat clan up to?
Well, we're hiding behind this this rough border here that I can't move past. So
So the white, that's a good point. We probably should explain that. The white dotted lines are normal borders. A single point of movement can move any number of units from one region to an adjacent region over a white border. The yellow borders represent rough terrain that's harder. This looks like cliff or something. To move across a yellow border, you have to spend 2 points of movement, and they both have to come from the same card. You only get to take 1 move action at a time. So until we have better movement, this border may be impassable for the moment.
yeah, we'll see if we have a glorious goat capital by the time we're all done. But until then, I am going to do a move.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do this.
All right, just taking control of more territory.
Yeah.
All right. So ordinarily you play 1 card for your 1 action, and that is your turn here during the action phase. However, some cards have this lightning bolt symbol. These are free actions. These are flash cards. This is the terminology of the game. A flash, you can play any number of flash cards in addition to 1 normal action card. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my first flash here. We're going to do Raven stuff. So this is an explore action where I draw 2 tiles. I use one of them and the other one goes on the bottom of the deck. And there's definitely a way to do that. We'll see. So I'm going to be using one of these as my explore tile. And this is very exciting, actually. I think I want this one, the one that has both lore and wood on it. And yeah, I'm going to put this back on the bottom. This is one of those things where I don't know how to do a thing in Tabletopia. So, okay, shift drag and drop. Oh, that's not what I was... I unfull screened the game. Okay, so shift. There we go. I assume that worked. It's not super trivial to check. Okay, I'm going to put this down thusly for to close a region. I should probably have built a food building in this region. That's what I was thinking when I played the build card, and then I forgot by the time I actually picked a building. Whatever, it's fine. Lock. Okay, so when closing a territory, first of all, because we are Clan of the Raven, clan power is immediately collect the resources displayed on those territories. So I have 2 lore in this territory. Let's grab ourselves 2 lore. Two lore. You got to roll the mouse wheel up a couple of times to get it started. Also, whenever you close a territory under normal circumstances, you get some fame, right?
Yeah.
Whenever the current player closes 1 or more territories, they earn fame for each controlled territory that they just closed. The current player earns as many fame as the number of map tiles forming the territory. So this territory is spread across 3 tiles. I am out to a crushing 3 fame lead. Literally infinite % of your total fame, sir. And I'm gonna, that was a flash action. I still have to play a normal action. I'm gonna play a move as well, and I'm just gonna bounce. No, shoot, that's a rough border. I'm gonna bounce 2 guys up to here is what I'm gonna do. That's my move. Buildings in this game do not maintain control of a region. Buildings are completely unaffiliated with a player in any meaningful way. So in order for me to maintain control of this region and make this tower and this lake mine, I have to leave at least 1 body behind in it. Okay, Mike, it's on you.
So, I'm going to do an explore.
Okay. I really do love the art on these components. All of the art associated with Northgard is really beautiful, and the board game is no exception. Ooh.
Well,
A slot in which can be built a carved stone. What if we just never interacted because none of us can cross the big wall of stone between us?
I feel like that might be bad for me. The benefits you get from expanding, but let's see. We'll go hard on isolationist goats.
Okay, so you closed 2 territories here. Do you only get value for the ones you own? They earn fame for each controlled territory you just closed. Yeah, so this is a 2 fame territory for you.
And just me. You don't gift to other players.
Right, yeah. If you close somebody else's territory with a explore action, they do not score off of it. Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right, I'm going to do something crazy. So, in addition to using cards for the action that they have written on them, there are a couple of other ways you can spend cards, all of which require you to spend some lore as well. So I think what I'm going to do with this last card is replace it. The current player picks a card from their hand, places it into the active area without resolving its effects. You know what? I can actually, due to the way Tabletopia implements rulebooks, I can actually put this on screen. I should probably do that. Yeah. So, pick a card from my hand, place it into the active area without resolving its effects, and spend 1 lore, then draw a new card from their draw pile. I don't think I want to do a recruit this turn. I don't think it's going to matter. We're just going to place that in there and... Okay, better. I like this card better. I mean, who knows? This card might be good or not. That's information you don't have. Go ahead, Mike.
All right.
I'm a little worried about the number of your bodies that are in this area.
All right, let's do a feast.
Okay, feast is wild. It is any of the 4 basic actions.
So we'll do a build.
Okay.
And I'm going to, since I got it,
sure,
drop a war stone here. So that's 1. And then I am going to goat build.
Don't forget, from your clan power, you get a food for having built this carved stone.
Yeah, so let's. No, we're not. I'm not done this enough, so I'll just pay for things immediately. And get
okay, yeah.
And I will also do another build. And let's drop a lumber camp down.
Okay. So as you can see beneath this, there are certain spaces that can accept a carved stone. Carved stones can only be built in spaces that are marked as being able to contain them. So that's a high value building space. You want me to move your guy?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, let's do them both here.
This is a training camp.
Oh, not a training camp.
The lumber mill's the one that has the little log on it. This one.
Too zoomed out. It scrolls too slowly.
It does scroll very slowly, and there doesn't seem to be a way to adjust the scroll speed, which is kind of not ideal. Okay, so yeah, put up a couple of buildings and then position your warriors more forcefully. All right, well, your mind's going to be blown by this one. The card I picked was Explore. The card I found was Explore. I'm going to choose to do an Explore action. Oh, neat. I mean, I think I want to lay it down like... Oops, I'm trying to rotate stuff. Not the way this program does that. I think I want to put it down like right here. And harvest the region immediately as with my raven powers. Sorry, I'm going to try not to be insufferable about lining the tiles up. So yeah, again, 3 fame and also a food and a wood. It's good to be a bird. There we go. That's how counting works. I got there eventually. And then it is your turn, and you have no cards in hand, so your only legal play is pass. So when a player passes, first of all, they discard all of the cards left in their hand to their discard pile, and also all of the played cards from their active area go into their discard pile. And for the moment, we don't actually have like a discard area, so I guess just kind of form a stack of cards and put it somewhere. Yeah, just near the deck or whatever. Then the player who passed picks a card from the development area. So Mike gets one of these cards added to his deck. Sorry, this card goes on top of your draw pile specifically, so you know you will draw it for the next turn. So there's the fast action double move, or a double move, and also any combat that you've initiated, you can bounce a defending unit out of the territory.
Yeah, let's take Intimidate.
Okay. And the first player to pass on any given round takes the first player token for the next round. And then, as I have no cards left in my hand, I also will pass. I will get the other card. And that is an action phase. So we move from actions to harvest. First of all, for each closed territory you control, you'll receive some fame. Territories that are on 2 tiles will bring 1 fame, while larger territories will bring 2. I have 2 closed territories that are 3 tiles each, so that's a total of 4 fame for me. And you have a single closed territory that is only 2 tiles large, so you get a fame. But I don't know. You're probably going to... I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of bodies in this coming round, so maybe things are going to even out. Then... collect resources and fame from your territory and buildings. Collect a food, wood, lore, or fame for each corresponding icon displayed in your controlled territories and or buildings. So for me, this is food, wood, lore. It's not bad. And for Mike, you got 3 lores and a wood. Then, the resource trading time. Players may exchange any 3 discarded resources for 1 resource of their choice from the reserve. I guess presumably you're allowed to trade stuff out for fame. Feels like probably that's a thing you do at the end of the game, mostly. So I'm not trading any resources, are you?
No, I will not trade.
Okay. Then winter is upon us. Starting with the first player, each player must pay resources for the winter, depending on the total number of units the player has on the map. So I still have my initial 6. I believe that is the case for you as well?
Yes.
So this first winter, a mere 1 food payout. We have it on our reminder card here as well. Okay, that's harvest phase. Then, that's winter phase that we just did. So now it's the end of the year. Check if the game ended. Either because it's the 7th year or somebody has 3 large building territories. And if a player doesn't have any units left on the map, a thing happens. But no, okay, so we're moving on. Year 2 begins. And that's basically the game. It's just that. But, obviously things are going to get more intense as the game goes on. I am not in a good position for the thing that's about to happen to me. So at the beginning of the turn, we each draw 4 during the start of year. So draw the cards that are left in your deck, and then here's where I have to... How do I turn a group of objects into a stack? Because that's going to be important here. We have to swap these. Is it just... Were these not stacking because they were face up? Like if I face down all these things... Actually, I guess I can... Yes, okay. You can just do the drag and drop on them. So shuffle. Anytime you need to draw a card and you don't have a card, you just reshuffle your discard pile, and that becomes your new deck. All right, so there's our 4 cards for the turn. Is that more or less worked out for you there?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right. Well, you are up first, and I sense that I am in grave danger.
I can't imagine why. Well, I should capitalize on this while I still have the opportunity to do so. Let's intimidate.
I don't know what you mean. I certainly wouldn't completely flee from the territory. All right, so 2 points of movement. Are you using your 2 points of movement to single move these 3 guys across a rough border? Is that what's happening?
That is in fact what is happening.
Well, maybe not all
I
3,
wanna
right?
leave one guy.
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, because you're gonna get to push one of us out via the intimidate.
Oh, and I can move somebody neutral, so I can do this.
Yep, you are allowed to do that.
Oh.
Okay. So that's a move action, and whenever a move action has resulted in player units from different players being in a region together, that's a combat. You've done it now, Mike. You've shed blood upon this sacred ground. Okay, so combat steps in detail. First of all, count starting forces. Involved players count their number of units. Each unit contributes 1 combat point, or an axe in shorthand. So we're starting in a bad place. I have 1 combat point, you have 2. Then, factor in bonuses from move actions, clan powers, and such. I don't have any of these, and neither do you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, food bonus. Starting with the attacker, players decide how much food they want to spend for the fight. A player can spend up to 1 food per unit. Each spent food adds an axe. What do you...
So, what is on the die?
The die is, if you look at page 13 in the rulebook, there is a list of potential results. So after we do this, we're going to roll a die and add the die result to our thing. So 2 combat points, 3 combat points, skull or combat point, 2 combat points and a skull, 2 skulls, or 1 combat point and a skull. A skull is just a dead unit. Combat points can't actually harm our units, but whoever has the higher combat point score at the end does hold the territory. It's an interesting system, to like completely decoupling the idea of winning the battle from killing. But of course, if a player does lose all their units, then they do lose, regardless of score.
Commit food to this.
1 food? Okay. So you have a combat score of 3. I can burn a food, sure. I'll throw in 1 food as well. So 3 to 2 axes right now, as of the end of the food bonus phase. Then we roll the dice. Starting with the attacker, each player rolls a combat die. So if you get the face with the slash on it, you have to choose. Okay, so you've just killed all my units. My sole unit is dead and I can no longer win the fight. But if I were to roll that face, we would just both lose. It did not happen. Look at all my combat points. Well, sad outcome. So first, determine combat score. For each player, add up total number of axes. I have 5 axes to your 3. I have 1 the combat score. Then determine casualties. My unit is dead. None of your units are dead. If a player is inflicted as many casualties as their number of units, they lose the fight. In the case of a tie, defender wins. So yes, you have won the fight. Each player removes 1 unit per skull inflicted and places them back in their reserve. My poor dude is dead. My raven man is gone. And congratulations, you have done a victor. The loser retreats, except that there are no surviving units, so we don't even have to worry about the rules for retreating. Okay, yeah, that's a turn. Well, now you've done it, Mike.
Means war.
This means get fucked. It's actually it's pretty scary. I'm a little concerned. I think what I'm gonna do is it's certainly not ideal. I think I'm gonna use my fancy development card as well. Fast action double move. And my fast action double move is going to be 2 people from this territory move up to this territory. And this guy, so that's 1 movement point. And then this guy falls back to here as my other movement point. Oh, actually, I can't do that. Yeah, this isn't This is logically contiguous, but not actually contiguous yet. Shoot. In that case, here's what I'll do. I'll not play that card. I'm gonna play Explore. I have an Explore in my hand. How do you put something back in? Okay, I see. You have to drag it further down the screen than I was expecting.
And then back up, or you drop it on your lap.
All right, I'm just gonna play a normal Explore. Hooah. Okay, interesting. So,
Yeah.
what a strange tile this is. I mean, like, obviously, I sort of want to do this, right? Because I want the fame and I want the apple. But also, I'm probably bailing. So it does feel like maybe this is not just yield you the territory. And if I do this, I can't even leave in that direction anymore. You know what? I think that's fine. I'm just going to drop it like this and take... Is it 1 fame for doing that? Because I want to close a controlled region and get a little bit of payout. Nope. As for the purposes of this, it's as many map tiles as are in the thing, so it's 2 fame. So I'm going to take 2 fame, and then I'm gonna flashcard this move, and I'm just going to resolve it differently. It's going to be this move to here, and this moves to here. That's a rough, damn it. That's a rough, damn it. I'll move 2 units from this region to this region. How about that? Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry, I was very indecisive.
I like these. These rough lines they're interesting.
Yeah, there's actually kind of a lot of interesting tension going on in the game. And I like the nods to like the ideas from the video game, like this tile has a bonus food because it has a lake. This tile has a bonus food because there's fertile ground. Like you don't actually build the fishermen's huts and the farms, but you know why you're getting the stuff, which is cool. Okay.
Feast again.
Is this a combat feast? Is it a feast of blood?
Blood feast. I feel like moving into that northern territory is going to be real rough. I might just lose my outside.
See, this is why the Goat Clan can't get their shit together. All their maps are backwards. You mean that southern territory? Oh, hey, we forgot to do a thing. Hold on.
Oh, did we?
At the beginning of the turn, we were supposed to reveal the 2 new developments that will be chosen from this turn.
Ah, yes.
So, Town Hall, a fast recruit that has a victory point on it. And Shield Bearers, a double move that cancels 1 skull in each combat caused by this card.
Nice.
Those are cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to take an explore because I have a opportunity here.
Oh, yeah.
I did not get.
I mean, this is not terrible.
It's not.
You could just close that region up with two apples in it and like... Or I guess a building slot, depending on which one's more important to you.
Oh, that's not all right. Yeah, or do I want to...
So we still haven't seen a large building slot.
I also could do one of my existing territories here as well. No, I think it makes sense to play in here. And do I want double food? I think I'm gonna take the building slot.
Okay. So that is a 3 fame closure for you then.
Yep. That's 3 fame. And that is the conclusion of my turn. No lightning cards this time.
Okay, so I'm thinking about what's still in my deck. And I'm wondering if I want to do that spend lore to find a new card thing again, because I sure would like my clan card. Oh, a thing we didn't really talk about that I guess I could actually do, so we probably should talk about it, is how we buy our other clan cards. Because we start with one in our deck. We also have 2 fancy ones. So we can buy an upgrade by spending 3 lore and either playing a card from our hand into our active area without resolving it, or burning the card from our hand. To take one of our clan's upgrade cards and place it directly in hand. So we get to use it this year if we wanted to. Our existing clan upgrades here are steal shit, just rob your opponent, or recruit units in a neutral territory for us, which is, these are both potentially interesting. I feel like these cards are a lot more meaningful now that I have we have a little bit of context. You have a clan upgrade that draws you 2 cards, which feels like the most busted thing I've ever seen now that I have a little bit of a feel for the game. And also a clan upgrade that's like 2 feasts. Man, did I lose this game at clan select? Your clan seems very good. I mean, I want to go exploring, but it's less compelling now that I don't have bodies in places to explore. And getting bodies in places to explore can be like an expensive task. I shored up for military, and I feel like I'm not really doing the thing now. When you play recruit, you can do the recruit in any territory you control. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, in a territory you control. Okay. All right, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this feast as a build, and I'm gonna build the Make More Guys building. We're gonna get ourselves a barracks, and I'm gonna put it here, I guess. That's a little dangerous. It's already such a high value tile. Like, it's defended, but if you took it, it would be devastating. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. All right, so all this building does is whenever I recruit in this region, I get an additional body. And as a small building, it has a cost of a single wood. Okay, go ahead. Is it clan upgrade time for you?
It is clan upgrade time for me. I'm just trying to figure out what order I want to do. What do I want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, it would be that. Okay. I'm going to play this build as a clan upgrade.
Okay.
And so that's my 3 lore. I'm going to take my pasted together action.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a very good card to have in your deck.
All right. And that goes right in hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's a good idea to get it, but like, so I could do it now, but it would be the last card we would play for this year. And I don't know that it's actually beneficial. I think I'm just going to, I have the lore, but I think I'm actually just going to play this feast as a normal recruit in the region where my barracks is. We'll see. We'll see if that turns out to be foolishness. All right. Go ahead and take 2 actions. You scurvy dog.
I'm going to first build, use my remaining wood here. Do something very similar. I'm going to take my
interesting
person building right here. Okay, physics. And then I am going to recruit on top of that.
See, I don't love that. That gives me feelings of concern.
Don't worry, the Goat Clan is historically peaceful.
Yep, that's what I know of them from the histories.
And I take my food for that build.
Ah, yes. All right, well, I'm out of cards, so I'm taking the pass action, which is going to come with this first player token, and also my choice of these two developments. And I'm honestly quite torn because I think they're both great. I think I'm going to take the Town Hall.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, this clan upgrade is just like a billion dudes. No, you know what? I'm going to take the double. I'm going to take the move. Then I'm just giving you a million dudes. Whatever. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
All right.
And these are a discard pile, approximately.
My other action here is another recruit.
Oh, fun. Look how excited he is.
So let's how many, if I do the good version of this, how many people is that?
You're at 8 figures now. So I think you're jumping. Yeah, if you did this, it would jump you up another category. And you spent your last wood, right? Are you getting wood on? Okay, yeah, you are gaining wood at harvest time. So
yeah,
if you went to 10, you'd be on 3 food and a wood. Is your upkeep cost?
Let's go ahead and peacekeep.
Great.
Let's peacefully.
Great. This is wonderful and good for me.
Very much.
Okay.
And I am required to pass, and that puts this town hall on top of my discard pile.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I have some concerns. So that was actions time. Now it is harvest time. So fame from closed territories. 2 tile territories are 1 fame. Anything larger is 2 fame. So I am getting 5.
I'm getting 3.
Okay.
Oh, I am behind.
Yeah, well, you're doing okay in some other ways, though.
Yeah. We can convert that.
All right, then it is winter. I have 7 units on the board, and so I must pay 2 food. Or sorry, it's harvest. Harvest is before winter. It's harvest time. Get your resources. Food, wood, labor, lore for me.
I get food, wood, and 3 lore.
Okay. Well, I gotta be honest with you, Mike. I'm a little nervous here. Okay, so now it is the time. Now it is the time of winter. Pay your resources. I will pay an entire 2 resources.
3, is that correct?
3 food and 1 wood for you.
Yes, that's right, the wood.
All right, your token moves up, and we start a new round, which is draw 4 for both of us, and also now we're pulling cards from the fancy development deck. So let's see, what are these? We got amenities. If you build a small building, it doesn't take any space. Just put it anywhere in the territory. That's a fun build. Also, the card has 2 VPs on it. And defensive strategy. Play this in response to an opponent playing a card on their turn. Discard it. They may play another card or choose another action. So it's a counterspell that has VPs. I mean, you still get to play something, though. Like, if they just have another card that is that action. Okay. Well, friends. I have some concerns. You have 6 bodies over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm going to play Shield Bearers, because I think I just need to rearrange bodies significantly. Yeah, I'm going to do Shield Bearers. So 2 points of movement. In combats started by Shield Bearers, I cancel 1 skull that you inflict. I do think there's an interesting question as to whether it makes sense just to run over to your territory and attack you. I think what I'm going to do is move... I'm going to move both of these guys. So first point of movement is both of these guys from there to there. Second point of movement is people from here to here, but I don't know how many. Is there a version of this where it's 4 of them? Yeah, I guess so. It's going to be 4 of them. All right, that's my action. On you.
Okay. So. Let's go ahead and town hall
Sure, yep.
for 2 more figures.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important that they be peacefully postured at the edge of the territory.
They're not even looking in the direction of conflict.
And let's go for it.
All right. Is it everybody or is it everybody -1?
It is, I think, everybody -1.
Okay, don't even move them because we're going to have a nightmare moving the bodies. So it's 7 bodies for you and 6 for me plus the tower.
Yeah.
All right, let's resolve this. So first things first, that gives us a starting combat score of 7 to 6. Just going to go back to the combat page here. This is the part of the computer game that I'm worst at, and so it's not shocking to me that it's the part of the board game I'm worst at as well. You have no axe bonuses from anything. I have no axe bonuses from anything. From move action or clan powers or whatever. So 7 to 6. Then food bonus. How much food are you going to spend?
None.
None, as you have none.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I am... Let's see here. So it's 7 to 6 right now?
Yeah.
I can make this work. I'm going to spend all 3 of my food. So now it's 7 to 9. And then the die rolling happens. You're up first, friend. You got 2 axes and a skull. No, this one's not a choice. This one is both of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the one the one or one face, which seems to just be the worst face on the die. That sadly is a really good face. So 9 to 9. 10 to 9. Okay, so determine the winner. I have a combat score of 10. You have a combat score of 9. You have inflicted 1 skull, and I have inflicted 2 skulls.
Yes.
Okay, so I am the winner. One of my bodies is dead. Took a lot of food. And I did actually need to spend. Okay. Loser takes all the remaining units and places them in any number of adjacent territories separated by a regular border that are either friendly or neutral and not currently in combat. So are you going to send them all back whence they came, or are you going to fan out a little bit?
It seems risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to keep everything grouped together for now.
Okay, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. All right, well, terrifying. I am going to... So it's my turn then.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this recruit, I believe. We'll just get some... Well, hold on a second. Do I want to play this recruit? I think, you know what? I'm gonna put this recruit into my play area. And not do its thing. I'm gonna lure for one of my upgrades. I'm gonna do the upgrade action. So I'm going to pick up Raven Mercenaries, which allows me to recruit 2 units in a neutral territory, and I may spend any 2 resources to put down an extra unit in that territory.
Okay.
That was my action. Go ahead.
I am going to... Do I just attack again?
The odds will be a little worse this time because you will not... Well, I guess you could bring everybody and still be +1 on me. But I don't have any food to spend, so it'll be fairer.
Yeah, I'm gonna this is where I invested, so I'm gonna...
Is it 5 or 6?
I'm gonna take everybody.
Fuck. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so you're doing that off of a feast.
Yeah.
All right. So all 6. So 6 versus 5. Nobody has any food, so 6 versus 5. Is that what your roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 versus 5, and also you're dealing a skull. So now it is 7 versus 8.
Ah.
So I win combat, and I get a skull off my tower. You get a skull off your die, so we both lose a figure.
Okay.
And is everybody going back to the same location?
I can't get anything by moving from somewhere else, can I?
The tiles around here do not have resources on them, sadly. Well, I guess that's... No, you're not allowed to retreat to here because there's a rough border.
I think I will retreat one of the guys to here via the back way.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
Yeah, that's actually... That seems like a smart move. Okay. I'm going to blow your mind here by playing my Raven Mercenaries. So I get to recruit 2 bodies in a neutral territory. I think I'm going to do this one. And then I can spend any 2 resources to recruit 1 additional... Well, any 2 of wood, food, lore. I can't spend fame for this. Do I want to spend 2 food or 2 wood to get a 3rd? What would that put me at? I'm at 5 right now, so this is 7. There's no cost difference between 7 and 8. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pay 2 wood to spawn 1 additional body into the region. All right, go ahead.
All right. I hope this doesn't mess me up. So I'm going to play this. Okay. No, I'm going to play this explore in by my other upgrade mode.
Okay, sure. The draw cards card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
I need a little bit of something else here to make it work.
Yeah, I think I'm going to what is this action called? I'm gonna do the one where I trade a card for a different card. The one that costs 1 lore. Replace. Current player picks a card from their hand, places it into their active area, spends a lore. I'm going to, I think, just drop this move and also a lore to draw the one card that is left in my deck, which I know what it is and I want it real bad. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I, of course, am going to play Resourceful People. And, oh, that's right. It's, you cannot draw a single card.
Yeah, you cannot issue the draw command on a single card, only on a deck. So you got that plus 1 out of your discards.
All right.
All right, you go ahead and manage that. I'm going to blow your mind by playing the card that I just spent resources to make sure I was going to draw. So, draw 2 tiles, explore with one of them. Ooh. Well, now that's interesting. I'm going to put this here. Nope. This one. Yeah, I'm going to close this here. Okay. And then this one goes back on the bottom of the deck, which I can do by holding shift when I do this. There we go. And that was a quick action, so I'm going to spend my normal action as well to build, spending 1 wood to produce another tower. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a silo in this region. Let's get a little bit more food income. These first couple of years have been easy, but now shit's getting a little real in terms of resource count. So, and then I'm done. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Well, I had the worst. I had a hand that I had to not draw.
It was something you were really hoping not to see.
Well, I have a food.
Yeah.
So I needed to either get a move or an explore.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't. I got the 2 builds.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Man, you did that, and I really thought I was going to get to go out first again.
So, what happens to the cards that...
they just get discarded.
Okay, well that's too bad. So, yeah, I'm going to eat an unrest this turn, which may be the end of the game already.
Well, if you just kill me, I think things will turn out in your favor. You seem to have a battle plan. All right, so would you like some amenities, or would you like a defensive strategy?
I'm a little worried about you having the defensive strategy.
I can't imagine why.
So I think I'm going to, in preparation for that, take the defensive strategy.
Okay, yep, seems reasonable. To the top of your deck with it.
All right.
Okay, I'm also passing, so I will grab the amenities. I do not currently... So hold on, how does the timing on this work? I guess it's the only card in my deck, so I will draw it and then I will do the reshuffle. Okay, so all of this stuff is discard fodder now. And it's time for the harvest. Hooray! We're playing without the creature module. The wild animals do exist. I figure I should show these probably a little bit. So like there are cards and minis for the brown bears and the Valkyries and the wolves and whatnot. And you can even see on the map here creature layers marked with the paw where the creatures would be. We decided to, because it was our first game, to just play it the simple way, but that stuff does exist in the game as well. So at harvest time, what's the yield? For you it is apple, 3 lore wood.
Yep.
And for me it is 3 apples, 1 wood, and 2 lore. Okay. And then... Oh, also harvest time is when we get fame for our owned regions. So I am on 4 fame, and you are on 3? Oh, no, 4. There's 5. Sorry, 5. This is a controlled region. Yeah. So you have 2 2-point regions and 1 1. All right. Oh, wait, what am I doing? It was only a +4. Okay. I did not enter that in an efficient manner. Okay, now it is winter time. So being at 8 bodies, I pay 2 food.
Now, do I have to pay the resources and then take my unrest? Or...
Let's have a look at how this works. If a player cannot pay the required resources to maintain their units, they must pay as much of the resources as they are able and take 1 unrest card, which they place on top of their draw pile. So this is an unrest. It is a garbage card that is -5 points and cannot be removed from the deck in any way.
Yeah, it's real bad. So wait, where's unrest at?
Near the... Yep.
Well... Cool. I don't think it's stacking. It won't stack. Okay. Wait,
does the game believe it is a different kind of object than the normal cards, maybe?
No, there it happens. Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, that is that. And then end of year, which is to say just this. Oh, also, sorry, you passed first. You should have the first player token. So, we enter a new year. At the start of the year, we draw 4 cards. I will draw this 1 card and then form a deck here.
Yeah, they don't actually stack. They're not the same thing. I don't play if these cards won't stack.
It looked like when I moused one of them over the top of my deck, it looked like it was going to stack just fine, like it did the change color thing.
Yeah, it is doing the change color thing, but it's not...
But it's just not going in there. May I?
Yes, go for it.
Yep, it doesn't work for me either. Let's see if it's just that one that's cursed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
It looks like maybe that top one is like a placeholder or something. It's not actually a card.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows how the internal...
I'll banish it to the outlets.
Okay. So also shuffle this. I do love the way objects wobble when you shuffle them. All right.
Oh, shoot.
Draw 3
That's
additional
2
cards.
unrest cards, which is...
Okay, yes. You are not required to take additional unrest. Okay. So, it begins with you.
Oh, it does. Oh, we should drill.
Oh, yes, you're right. What are this turn's developments? Lore Masters gain recruits for each lore symbol in your buildings, in your territories, including your buildings. It's actually pretty great for you. Or draw 3 cards, discard, or keep 2 and discard 1. Those are both phenomenal. Oh, those are both really good. We should mention as well, over here, the achievements. These will be the cards that are up during year 7 instead of more developments, because obviously we won't need developments after year 7. And they are just fame scoring objectives, very familiar kind of thing if you've ever played basically any Euro board game before. So one of them is points per people, and one of them is points for buildings. Stuff to look forward to at the end of the game. Hey, Mike, it's your turn. Are you going to rush me again?
See. Makes sense here.
I do have food left.
That's true.
I have a food left, but I will absolutely spend it.
I do not have any food left. I'm at 0 food. So we are currently tied. That seems fixable, though. I think I am going to shore things up maybe a little bit here.
Okay.
So let's do a teamwork. I'm gonna get my build, and I'm going to build a recruiting center. Wait, did it just disappear under the board?
I think that is... I see what's happened here. This tile is actually kind of off the mat a little bit. Physics. Okay. Physics is what's happening here. This is fixable. Here, I'm going to move this one back as well. Right. There we go. Then we lock this in place. It flipped when I... Right, this is how it was placed, right?
Yeah, I think it... Yeah.
I might have pressed the button. That one might 100%.
Oh, no. Everything about this is going terrible here.
Okay, I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. You just go ahead and finish your... I got it. It's going to be good.
Okay. And for my second action, I'm going to take a recruit.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
How do I make them stand back up? Okay, there we go. Issuing like a rotate command puts them back on their feet and rotates them. Okay. I see. Well, I'll tell you, Mike. I don't much care for that. And I know that you have... There's at least one double move card in your deck. So it could be a lot of bad stuff in a moment here. What if I... And I feel like this is not in the spirit of my clan, but I think I'm going to spend this explore to do... No, I'm going to spend my amenities card, actually. I'm going to spend this amenities card to do get a clan upgrade. Pay all of my lore. Do I want to do that? I mean, like, if you just rush me now, it'd be, what, like 5? It'll cost you in terms of territory, though. And also, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this plan. So I'm gonna take my raiding party and put it in hand, and then pass the turn.
Okay. Intimidate.
Okay.
I'm going to go in with these three from here,
Okay.
and these three from here.
All three of them?
Yeah, I'm going with 6 total.
Okay.
And my intimidate lets me move a guy to an adjacent place. So how about we do this?
Okay. So, step 1 of combat is to determine the initial score of 6 versus 3 axes. And then food spending. Sorry, and then eventual bonuses, of which neither of us have any. And then food spending. Would you like to spend your food?
If I don't spend my food, there are quite a few faces on that die that are painful.
It's a true story.
So whatever. I've already risked it once. Why not risk it again? I will spend my food here.
Okay, 7 to 3. I am going to choose not to spend my food. So still 7 to 3. Okay, 8 to 3. I get skulled. You get 2 skull, or you get 3 skulled.
Yeah.
And I am defeated.
The 3 skull is rough.
And I'm gonna blow your mind here by retreating my 2 surviving units to the place where all my stuff is. Excuse me. That hurts. It's a great deal of aggression, Michael.
We'll see if it was a bad idea.
Yeah, okay, so for my turn, I am going to play recruit. And I'm just gonna get 2 people over here at the people getting place.
Okay.
Go ahead. Is that a wait?
That's a wait. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna play fast action raiding party. Remove 1 enemy unit and collect 1 resource displayed on its territory. I'm gonna remove this enemy unit and collect food.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna blow your mind by doing a normal action of move.
Yeah, bit of defensive strategy that.
Okay. And then I am going to play my explore. Ooh. I think let's do... Oops, not that. Let's do it like this. We'll just make this prettier. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So,
Do you want even more card draw, or do you want lore masters? These cards are both really good for both of us, so...
I feel like I have a piece of card draw. Now I could draw into draw, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. But get 3 guys is good. I think I'll take draw to draw, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, yeah, seems perfectly reasonable to me. As I have 0 cards in hand, I am also passing, so I'm just going to grab the other one. You maintain the first player token, and try to get this stuff into some manner of discard pile. There's probably a good way to collapse a bunch of objects into a stack that I'm not using. It's fine. Okay, so it is harvest time, yes? Yes. All right, so my resource income is food, lore, lore. And you, having stolen territory, now have, like, real good resources. Food, wood, and 3 lore.
Yeah, so I'm...
It's pretty solid.
I'm gonna do a resource conversion here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna convert 3 of this lore to a food, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and then it is... Oh, also the fame part of harvest time. So I am on 3 right now because this territory is not closed. And this year you get 2 and 2 and 1. Putting you at 21. Yes?
Is it 21?
I don't know. Well, by the time I looked over here, your thing said 16. I don't know if you had moved it a point by then or not. I will trust you. Whatever.
5 at 19, so I think...
Okay. Yeah, you might have moved it already by the time I very slowly panned the camera over.
So yeah, I think...
Okay. I trust you. Whatever you say it is, I believe you. Especially if you're saying it's lower than I think it might be. Very little reason to lie about a thing like that.
Well, it's substantially lower than what it says on account of this stupid unrest card.
Oh, that's true too. Okay, so then wintertime. I am on 9 bodies, which is 2 food.
I am on 7 bodies, which is also 2 food.
Okay. Congratulations. In a lot of ways, that battle really worked out well for you.
Yeah. I mean, I basically had to do it.
All right. Beginning of a new year, draw 4, and let's lay out the new advancements. The ability to fish. Fishing, collect 3 food. And the Ancestral Curse. All your opponents discard 1 card of their choice, draw a card. Wild. These developments are very serious. Well, you have the lead token still. What will you do?
Build in.
Okay.
Cool. Amazing. Build and spend my wood and get my apple. And I actually am going to put yet another thing down, and I'm going to play Town Hall.
Okay.
For 2... how do I upright this person who has fallen?
Rotate them, and they'll snap up, and also, well, for me, they snapped up and also rotated. Your guy's just dead.
Well,
okay.
You can do that one, and I'll just get these 2 others.
I'm sorry, I have your feast selected. Oh, when I tried to rotate him, he just refused. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
I wonder if the problem is like is the problem that he's inside the tape. Well, that doesn't work at all. Huh.
All right, well, you extra killed that one.
That guy's very fucking dead. The tower does good work. All right. So for my turn, I think I'm gonna open with a Raven Clan Swift Power here. Let's do that fast explore. Let's explore really quickly. Yo! These suck. I don't like any of this. This is my combat type. Let me get this out of the way. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is this. Just cap this region.
Yeah.
So that I get my Raven Clan bonus of the resources that are in this region. A food and a wood. A food and a lore, rather. And then... then I'm going to play Lore Masters. I will recruit 3 fellows. 3 stout fellows. Plus a 4th stout fellow, because I'm, let's go fellows. Fellows in. And then fast action is militia time.
All right.
I would like my territory back, please. So we're going to go 1, 2. Those are the 2 actions are this guy moves in and then a bunch of guys from here move in. So I'm going to leave, I think, like 2 people back on this tile.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody else is fucking going for it. So that's 8.
Okay.
So that's initial values. I am going to... You have 4 people on this tile, and how much food are you holding? 2?
Yeah.
How many bodies do I have on the map right now? 8, 10, like 13? Like a bunch? So I will probably need to... There's a good chance I'm going to need to pay 14 food, or 4 food, rather, at the end of this round. So I do need to make sure that I give myself the ability to do so. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm going to make food. I'm going to spend 2 of my food here.
Okay.
So I'm going to take myself up to 10 axes.
All right. So I have 4. So I can get to 9. I cannot get to a winning number.
Yep, that was my math.
So I'm just gonna I'm just not gonna spin it.
Yeah, just hold the food. Yeah, just have some apples. Okay. Dice. I got 2 axes and a skull.
Ah, sucks.
Okay, so we both get skulled once.
Yeah.
And you may scatter as you wish.
All right. Well, I will retreat. Like.
Okay. And that was my million card action. So on you.
All right. I'm gonna play upgraded trading post.
Sure.
Let's draw 3, discard 1.
Oh, this is supposed to be on the bottom of this deck by now. Yeah, there we go.
Do that. discard this recruit.
Okay. Then it's on me.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to play this move. And I think what I want to do with this move is I want to just like even up the defenses between these two tiles a little bit. How much though? Because like this tile is definitely more valuable. Boy, if I'm only moving one guy, is it even worth it? You know what? Well, you know what I'm going to do with that move? I'm going to move one of the guys from this region over to this other big empty region, so that I have control of that. That was my play. Go ahead. You have 3 cards in hand. I'm very concerned about the kinds of things that could occur. The doings that might yet transpire.
So what is the single lore action?
It's put a card into your played area without processing it, pay a lore, draw a card off the top of your deck.
Okay. And that's you're out of cards.
I have no cards in hand.
All right. So I'm gonna lore cycle this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So technically you get to you're pass now.
Oh yes, now I am pass. And I am going to take... I feel like I gotta take the Ancestral Curse because I gotta compete somewhat on card economy. I think if I let you have this, it would be really bad for me, but I think you're pretty happy with either of these, frankly. Also, I get the first player token. Take that.
All right.
Mom said it was my turn to go first.
I'm going to lore cycle this unrest.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, then I'm gonna play this resourceful people. I'm not going to buff it. I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Okay. I apologize. This is gonna be a really long turn.
No, you're good. This is what you've been spending resources toward this end. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna play an explore. And how do I feel about this explore?
Seems like a good one to me.
I think this looks great. So let's just go ahead and do that, and that gives me two fame right away.
It does. Oh, I didn't take fame when I closed this region. That is a 4 fame region, in fact.
Yeah, you should pull ahead very far as you are allowed to do. Boy. So what am I going to do with this?
You just need stuff. You just need like points of resources.
Right. So,
Do you have like movement to recruit or anything? Like you need to get like bodies into new regions and take their resources.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I'm a little concerned about your big giant thing. Now we've traded.
Boy, if only. If I had a nickel.
So I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I do any kind of recruiting, that will bring me up to 10, which is rough. That's a rough place to be, but.
I mean, you are picking up 2 wood during harvest as things stand currently.
Yeah, it's probably fine. So
yeah, you'd probably be okay.
Let's go ahead and teamwork for a recruit.
Okay.
Let's recruit here. And
I I really like this modular map, like building out territories via pieces on different tiles. This is neat.
And I might do the other action. Do I have an explore yeah, I'm gonna use the other action as an explore.
Okay. Hmm.
So this is not legal. No, this could be legal.
Yes, as of right now, that's legal, but you will have to draw a tile here that runs a border.
Yeah.
So it puts some restrictions on what you can place on the other end of that. But that's true no matter how you align this thing, because it has borders running to all four corners.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, yep.
And then I am going to use my how order do I want to do this in?
I can definitely see this being like... I bet this is pretty good with 4 players, actually.
Yeah.
Creating a lot more sort of like map concerns and...
So let's go ahead and play this feast.
Okay.
As another recruit.
Okay.
So we'll
really going for it here.
And that takes me to 12, and I'm gonna play Intimidate.
Okay.
So the first move we'll do this, and the second move will be, let's go ahead and go in, and the second move will be this.
Sure.
And then one of these guys gets shunted off. How about just to the death ball is a death ball?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So 4 axes to 2 to start with. Do you want to put any food in?
How much food am I going to gain? 1, 2 food, which I think is what I need. I need 3 food. So yeah, I'll put a food in.
Okay, so 5 axes to 2. Do I want to spend my 1 food? You would be up 2 points. So victory is possible, but it relies on a fair amount of luck.
Well, if I play 1 more food, do I guarantee it, don't I?
You'd be up 3? No. Because tie goes to the defender. So if you rolled 0 axes and I rolled 3 axes, I would still win. Okay. But yeah, it would narrow that would be a very specific roll would have to occur.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk another. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 1.
Okay, that's tough. If you spend 2 food, it's very easy for me to spend 0. If you spend 1 food, I have to actually think about it. I'm gonna have 6 lore. So I can burn lore for food to make sure I hit my threshold. What's the cost of... Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's go for it. I'm putting in the food. So 5 to 3 then, at this point, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, this guy is... I don't know, he's good. It's the way I have my camera angled, his shield looked like his stand, and I thought another one of your men had fallen down. All right.
Oh!
Okay, so yeah, 5 to 5, but I lose because all my guys are dead. Fair enough. These things happen. I can hear the little war cries of the units echoing in my helmet. Harsh, just really brutal and harsh is what it is. Okay, and then you are passing?
Yes, and I pass, and this goes on, I forget. It's been
top of your deck. Okay, so let's move to harvest time. So first of all, fame. I'm going to remember to do it this time. I am on 6 fame. I have 3 big regions. You have 3 big regions and 2 small regions for a total of 8 fame.
Which takes me to 29.
All right, and then I am on resource-wise, food, wood, lore. And we're going to be doing a little bit of resource converting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bodies. 10 bodies has me... Okay, so I'm gonna drop 3 lore for a food so that I can feed my people. And I will pay my 3 food and 1 wood. Oops, that's not how math goes. There we are.
3 food, a wood, and 4 lore, I think.
2 wood. So you have this... Actually, 3 wood. You have these 2 wood, and also you have your lumber mill still.
Yeah, you're right. I can't count.
Yep, that was my point. Fuck you.
3 food, 3 wood, 4 lore. All right. Immediately turn around and I spend 3 food and a wood.
Yep, and then we begin year 5. So year 5 developments. All right, stuff orients camera relative, not table relative. Okay. So we got some crows. You can explore from any open territory on the map. That's fun. And capture. Remove 1 enemy unit from a territory adjacent to yours. Add 1 unit to any one of your territories. And they both have 3 VPs on them, and they seem very good. All right, draw 4. Well.
I should convert some resources here. I want to get a food out of them. There we go.
Okay. A little lower on resources than I might like to be. I'll say that. All right, I think I'm going to open with... Yeah, we're going to go shield bearers here. And I think it's going to be like... How much food do you have on you right now? 2? Okay. This is a lot of guys. This is eight figures total. How to divide them? Because I need to be ready for... It's tough. Like, attacking multiple territories really costs potentially a lot of bodies. And I do wish that I could have ordered things a little bit differently, but I think it's really best to do this now. I'm going to move 4 people across this border. And then also... I think I want to just reinforce a position instead of doing a second attack, because it feels like the second attack is it's just too expensive. Yeah, I'm going to move 1 person across this border to here. Is that right? Sorry, I'm being slow. Yeah, I think that's my move. Okay, so Mike, shall we battle?
Shall we?
All right. 4 axes to 1 axe. I spend no food. Would you like to spend food?
Yeah, I will spend food.
How many foods?
I may only spend 1 food on a
Oh, that's right. You have. It is limited by the number of mans you have. All right, 4 axes to 2 axes.
Okay.
Technically, the attacker's supposed to roll first in case they have to make that choice. Okay, so we both rolled 2 axes. Your guy is dead, and I cancel 1 skull inflicted by the defender thanks to my shield. The shield that I'm bearing. Okay, so that was my action then. Go ahead. Oh, did you get you got your discards to pile up nicely? Oh, there we go. I didn't want to do it earlier, but okay, I see. This is a productive thing I can do right now.
Yeah, worse than it already is.
You have valuable territory, but you're behind enemy lines.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do build.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a
Sure.
build.
Are you doing it? You're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this might be objectively wrong, but like,
I don't know. It's a pretty good territory.
there's just something about the 2 towers. And that gives me 2 food for my troubles.
It does. Goat clan feels very strong to me. I think I screwed up. I think I should have been goats. No, wait, you picked first. I couldn't have been goats.
Yes.
I think I screwed up by allowing you to have picked first. All right, I'm going to afflict you with my ancestral curse. Discard a card, and I'm going to draw a card.
Okay, I have to discard a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna discard fishing.
Okay. Yeah, you seem to be doing fine on food this turn. Go ahead.
All right, I need to do something that makes the point spread change, or I just am gonna lose. So I'm gonna play move, regular move,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Attempting to murder me. Fair enough.
Yeah.
These things happen. Okay, 3 axes to 2. What would you like to do food spend wise, attacker? I have none food in hand.
My ability right now.
Please don't just roll double skull.
Right, I think I'm gonna spend 1 food.
Okay. So 4 axes to 2. All right, go ahead and roll your die. Ooh, 7. Okay, you win. That's really unfortunate for me. But at least I get to keep all my dudes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Okay, we're going to fall back to... I'm allowed to retreat to here. That's not rough. I'm taking that. Okay. It sucks so much. I hate that guy so much. Because I can't attack the region with 3 people. Because if you roll double skull on the dice, it's like the most embarrassing shit ever. Double towers is really harsh. All right, my turn. What am I to do? So right now, my food income is like fine, not great. It's like 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people on the table. And we all set on wood for sure. And really, I'm thinking very strongly about spending lore to draw cards here, because the cards in my hand don't quite do the things I need. I think I'm gonna do the fancy one, actually. Let's get fancy. Okay, I'm gonna execute an as yet unexecuted maneuver. This is some ancient lore. I'm gonna do a remove a card. Pick a card from my hand, burn it, remove it from reality, spend 2 lore, and then draw 2. So I'm gonna annihilate my basic build. Spend 2 lore. And so pick this thing up, flip it, shuffle it, and draw 2. Okay, and then at this point you pass.
Yeah, and I take capture.
Sure. Capture seems great.
Do I not have? I don't have a deck, so Flip. And shuffle.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a quick Raven Clan explore. You know, one of those good explorers. Actually, pretty happy about that. I think we're gonna just cap this region here.
Very good. Oof.
Okay, so lock that and immediately claim food and wood. And also 2 fame. Hooray for Raven bullshit. Okay. Then it is good to have some wood. Definitely makes my life easier. So I could do this and then a move, maybe? Have to put down in a neutral region. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping to draw more cards that had movement on them. And I didn't. So that does make me a little nervous. I'm going to Raven Mercenaries. Drop 2 fellows in a neutral region. This one, I think.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, it could be that one. Is that one more compelling? No, I'm gonna do it like this. And then it never costs. No, it does cost 2 wood if you're at 13 plus. We have 15 total figures, right? So I'm at 13 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I am at 12 now. Do we have 14? Why would there be 14? Okay. Whatever. So I probably don't want to gain a body, is the point. Gosh, and going anywhere without like massively overwhelming odds feels like asking for trouble. If I were to build everything in me wants to rush this tile so bad. And if I had a second point of movement so I could set up a bigger move, I probably would. But I just don't think it's a good idea. Is there another... We have... All of the big closed regions have people in them, right? Yeah. We haven't left a lot of fame on the table. Alright, I'm gonna play amenities for a build action. And I'm definitely building a small building. I'm just really torn on what's... Oh, this should be on the bottom of the deck. I'm just really torn on what's small building. It probably needs to be either food or wood. Because I think I just need a lot of points of resources. We're ending year 5. It's actually pretty hard for me to imagine it needs to be a wood building. Let's take food. And I'm gonna put it down... here. This is the one that lets the building not take up a slot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to play this feast just as a recruit in that region and claim my final 2 figures. I was thinking about trying to like set up an attack, but I just don't think there's a real attack. And I don't think an Explorer is better than this, because I can't cap this region with 1 Explorer no matter what. Yeah, that's... Okay, I'm out. That's me. So, let's grab some Ravens. Feels very appropriate. Put them on top of my deck. Whew, and the penultimate one of these phases. There we go. So, harvest time. As far as closed regions go, I'm in 1, 2, 3 large regions and 1 small region for 7 fame. You are in 1, 2, 3 large regions, 2 small regions for 8 fame. The double tower build is very, very good at defending your resources. And then also actually get your resources. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food for me. Also 1, 2, 2 wood, which I believe I'm just spending immediately anyway. And 2 lore still, I think. You're just on 2 lore? Yeah. And I don't think I'm going to do any conversions. I think I'm good. This is the last conversion opportunity.
I'm at 3 food, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this guy is on a food.
Yeah. So 3 food, 1, 2, 3 wood, and 4 lore. 3, 4, and then I immediately turn around and.
Are you going to do any resource conversions? Because this is the time in the turn when you can do that at the end of harvest.
I might need 4 lore, so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
you have this like there's the early game where the lore is incredibly valuable for getting your upgrades, and then the mid game where things kind of like slow down a little bit, and then at the end of the game you're like, I might need to draw 6 cards. Yep. So then it is harvest time. I am paying 4 food and 2 wood.
So I paid my harvest fees.
Okay. And then, end of the year. It is still the case that nobody has built even a single large building.
I mean, maybe. It could happen.
Could happen. Wait, we forgot to move the thing forward at the end of... But this is the end of year 6, right? Because we ran out the deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're moving into year 7. You are supposed to have this first player token. And the achievements. The achievements are the live thing now. And also, draw 4 cards. And then you are up.
All right. Let me just look at these achievements.
Yep, so each one of us is going to get to take 1.
Well, one of those is a guaranteed pile of points. The other's a little trickier.
Yeah, it's extremely likely that one of them is going to be vastly more valuable than the other.
All right. Well, it sucks a little bit then that I
drew only blank cards. 4 unrests.
Yes, little did you know, it's been a real rough year. We're hiding behind our borders here, but it's
I did. All of these warriors are just wooden figures.
Man.
I'm actually very interested in playing this with a larger player count. I think this would be really interesting.
Static. I'm actually gonna trash this explore.
Okay. Spend 2 lore, draw 2 cards.
Yeah, I just have to.
It's a pretty good action.
Well, like I'm like losing my initiative like that, but
Okay. Just trying to figure out how do I do this in a way where it is good to have done it instead of the other thing, which I feel like I'm doing a lot. It's just kind of dirtling around and not accomplishing stuff. How much food do you have on hand? 2? I also have 2.
yeah.
Damn it. This position's actually really annoying. The one tile with the 2 towers and then 3 guys on an adjacent tile.
Yeah.
That's awkward to deal with. Okay, I'm gonna begin my turn by playing some fast action militia. Let's fucking do this. And
Okay.
I think it's gonna be
A defensive strategy, the militia.
okay. I take a different action. In that case, I think I'm gonna do the thing you did and just burn a card, because in that case I need information. So I'm gonna burn my basic recruit. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like legitimately very unhappy with my draw here.
Well, I mean, you have the defensive strategy at a time when it probably mattered quite a bit, so.
Yeah, I mean that's always good. Um the problem is I just need to get to my stuff.
Yeah.
Or I would just play it right now. Like if I had it, I would play it.
Oh, sure, sure.
So I don't have it. So, but do I need to do something first? Do I lose the game by not acting though? Hard to know. Man.
I might not have taken the fame for completing this region. I'm not going to worry about it right now. This is a thing where I can adjust it in post because we have video of the game, right? I will know whether. Yeah. So we'll worry about it later. And if it ends up being an amount of fame that matters, I will check the tape and then tell you.
All right, I think I am going to act now.
Okay.
It sucks, but well,
do a thing.
I'm going to play capture.
Okay.
And I'm going to strip this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Why is it not letting me grab my guy here? Oh, there we go. I'm going to put them here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to intimidate. And so let's see, where are our resources at? Okay. And I am going to move. Yeah, maybe this isn't the greatest, but I'm going to do this.
Okay.
And this.
All right.
And this guy is going to get shunted off to here.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. I was looking at this. I was like, why does this have 5s on it? Was this supposed to be removed from the game? But no, this is, if you're playing with 5 players, you use an additional startup tile, and this is that tile. It goes next to the normal startup tile.
Okay. So.
All right, 2 axes versus 1 axe. What will you pay in food wise? Anything?
Yeah, I'll pay a food in.
Okay. Will I? I'm going to not. I think there's too great a chance of my guy just getting flatlined by a skull off the die.
Yeah.
So 3 axes versus 1. Go ahead. Well.
Oh, I take the death.
I don't even roll any counter skulls. Frown. Okay. You have murdered 2 of my fellows. Sorry, you captured 1 and murdered 1. Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Well... So I think I'm going to raiding party. Removing this figure and collecting one of the food that is displayed in his territory.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play this feast as a move. We're just going to put a couple of bodies in here. I feel like I would like my territory back. All right, go ahead.
This recruit in the trash.
Yep.
And draw 2.
All right, I have a decision to make. Do I even want to try to do that? Yeah, I think so. All right, I'm going to do a... There's a small chance this could matter. I'm going to do a Hugin and Moonin. And we're gonna reveal a thing. This one does not matter. Sadly. I think I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah, makes sense.
whatever. Good enough. It bothers me, but all right, go ahead.
All right, in a deeply harsh and upsetting turn of events, I am going to finish this feast.
I mean, it's the last turn.
Well, it's like if I can't find my stuff. And that's it. That's all I'll have to do.
I am going to what is this action called? Replace, I think. Yeah, I'm going to replace a card with my last point of lore. Just draw one off the top here. All right, go ahead.
Well, I am going to trading post.
Okay.
And I'm going to discard, unbelievably, this unrest. Why are there 2 unrests now? Okay.
Yeah, I think it might have been a ghost.
Yeah.
This UI does do that sometimes.
And I am going to town hall on the side of that trading post.
Okay. What if buildings?
The town hall is a recruit, so where do I need these guys the most? Well, I want to get 2 guys out of it,
Yeah.
so I basically have to do it here.
Yep. All right, I'm going to play the last card in my hand, which is Explore. Hooray! I drew a card that allows me to close this region. It has to be played like this, unfortunately, due to... Well, no, because that border could still be legal. There's an open space there. So yeah, I'm going to place it like this. And receive 4 fame and 2 wood and food.
Yeah, I have a hard time imagining I'm gonna...
Well, you have 4 cards left in your hand, which feels pretty scary to me with my 0.
Yeah. Well, and we're gonna try to make it as frightening as possible.
I know.
So let's fish.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take the fish though, because I'm adding it to resource.
Okay.
I'm just gonna draw 3. So I'll shuffle.
All right. I'm gonna pass and take Warlord.
Yeah. Not much I can do about that.
I mean, not without losing. I'm assuming more points than the. I'm sure the differential is positive. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, let me figure that out. How much are?
Ridiculous.
How much? So 3 points per big building, and one of these big buildings has 3 fame on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we have a rough idea of what the plan is. And I just need to get. I just need to get in closed territories as well for.
Yeah,
points.
that'll be worth points as well.
So let's do the obvious stuff so we don't waste a lot of time. This single move, I'll get back to this territory here.
Yep, it's pretty good.
And out of lore, so I can't burn cards. So let's play this feast as a explore and see what we get.
Okay. Pretty good tile for closing stuff.
It really is. So this is, I think this is my best choice. Yep.
Okay.
Or is it my best choice? Yeah, it's worth 3 points now.
Yes.
Are there any other 3-pointers floating around? So it's equivalent. Might as well do the thing I points in hand. So that's 3 points.
Okay.
And I mean, I think that unrest is really hurts.
Yeah.
And so I have a teamwork, which should probably be a move and explore.
Sure, makes sense.
So let's just do that in the least constrained way, which I think is like that's a heavy border. I can't do that. Least constrained option is going to be this one, I think.
Okay.
And then I will explore, and I'll go ahead and for beauty purposes. I don't think this token means anything, right?
At end of game. So, food wood lore is worth fame at a rate of 3-1, and there is going to be a harvest still, so it could be a point.
Okay, so yeah, we'll leave the opening, and that's 2, right?
Yep, it is 2.
And then, of course, I will. I'll goat build. My options are build and goat build. So I will goat build because
Sure.
You know, we're proud of our accomplishments here. And I will spend my 3 wood for
Altar of Kings.
For the big building. So yeah. I mean,
feels like a lot of points here at the end, my dude.
It is. And I will take my.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be worth a ton too. Like, I see no reason to think that you are definitely out here. All right, so we have a harvest. I am on 4 large regions for a total of 8 more fame. You are on 1, 2, 3, 4 completed small regions.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3 completed large regions.
It's 1, 2, so 4, right?
Oh, did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So,
4 and 8,
so 12. Yeah, 12 points.
Right.
Yeah, you're totally gonna win. Getting to play 5 extra turns or 5 extra cards on the last turn turns out to be fairly valuable. Okay, and then the resource part of the harvest.
Yeah.
So for me is food, wood. 2. Okay, so 2 food, 3 wood, 3 food, 4 food. So 4 food, 3 wood, and also 2 lore. Yeah. I have this region over here that doesn't produce any points of anything.
4 food. 2, 3, 4 wood, and and 4 lore. Is that right? It's just 4 of everything.
Yes, yeah, that looks right.
1, 2.
No, 5 lore because you're stone.
4. That's 5. All right.
And did you take your 3 fame? This is also harvest time fame, the altar.
Yeah.
Okay, and then winter. Gotta feed your folks. So I believe that I'm at 12 figures here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Oops, 3 and 1.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep, because you only have 1 figure left. That makes sense.
So, 4 and 2.
All right, and then it is end of year final scoring time. So let's, instead of navigating to that in the off-screen PDF, let's do it where the viewers can see it. Okay, so total fame. 1 extra fame per set of 3 resources of any type still in their reserve. So I am sitting on 12, so that is another 4 points for me. What do you got?
11.
Okay, so 3 more points for you. Then the fame value displayed on all of their development and achievement cards. I need to unthread my deck a little bit over here. Apologies. It's going to take a second.
And I have already put all of the cards in my deck.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, let me see here. That doesn't have anything. This has stuff. This is stuff. Okay, apparently there was 1 card left in my hand or my deck, and it was move. So my value here is 5, 6, 8, and then Warlord is another 12, so 20.
Yeah, that's where I think the differential is.
And where are you at? So we'll do that one last. Hold on.
So we cancel out capture and fishing with
the unrest, yeah. So 1, 4, and then this is something we have to actually count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually ended up getting the same value off of your achievement card that I did.
Yeah, so that's 12 and 4 or...
Or no, wait, sorry, that was 12. I started counting at 5. It's 12 for all of your stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So your achievement card was only 8.
8, 9, yeah, 12 for everything. Okay. Yeah, that's... am I able to just type a thing? No.
Yeah, I don't think this would accept text.
Okay.
Okay, so in the end, 72 to 79. Yeah, so the achievement card thing was actually a pretty big swing then. Even with you getting time to build around it. It would have been enough, me -4, you +4. If it had gone the other way. But like it has to be the case that you continue, like you continuing to play and then taking the weaker achievement card was definitely way more points than you passing early.
Yeah,
because you got so many points off of the explorers alone. Yeah.
In order to get to the other cards, which is a little too bad, but
yeah, and you ran out of wood. You did, like, building an Altar of Kings was for sure the best thing you could possibly have done. Yeah, okay, so that right there is the Northgard board game. I think that this is probably, like, I enjoyed this. I feel like it, first of all, is pretty good as a territory control game. The deck building element, it feels a little tacked on. I feel like every game kind of has to be a deck builder now. It's just like a thing. That's how we make board games.
Well, how else are you going to add variety to people's options if they don't do a deck building?
But I felt like it was pretty good as a territory control game, and then on top of that, I think it actually adapts Northgard really well. Like, it feels like Northgard, which is cool. I think it's probably really a lot more compelling at higher player counts. But I wanted to preface that with me saying I had a good time, so it doesn't sound like I'm shitting on it, because I did have a good time.
I like that the combat is a little soft on consequences. I think that'll work out well at higher player counts as well.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting that, like, I was a little off-put by the disconnect between winning combat and killing units. But yeah, it does help avoid that situation. Like in a game like Scythe or something, if a player loses a combat in an embarrassing way and a bunch of their stuff gets taken off the table, they just get dogpiled, right? Because everybody else
lost 4 combats in an embarrassing way.
Yeah, everybody else gets a free combat star off of them. This allows the defender in many cases to maintain a functional army, and in a lot of ways that does feel like Northgard combat, because usually when you're not playing against low difficulty AI, the way battles end is somebody goes, "Oh, this math sucks," and they just leave. And the mechanics of Northgard allow for very good retreats. So yeah, I had a good time. I hope that you had a good time, Mike.
Yeah, no, I think this is interesting. I'd play this again.
I hope that you had a good time, viewer. Yes, you at home. That's right. I can see you. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next week, this is the for real end of the Northgard series. When you come back next week, we have cool new stuff, a cool surprise coming on Tuesday, and we'll see you then.